Have you ever looked at your bank account and said, "Wait, where did all my money go?" What if I told you there's a guy who earns a decent paycheck, lives alone, no major bills, and still ends up broke every month by the 10th? Is someone stealing from him? Is it a scam? Or is it something much sneakier? Stay with me, because by the end of this story, not only will you solve the mystery, but you'll also walk away with the 3 simplest budgeting rules that can change your financial life forever. Let's dive into the story of Ryan Broke Again Baker. Meet Ryan, 27 years old, lives in Austin, Texas, works at a tech startup, brings home around $3,800 every month after tax. Lives alone, drives a used Toyota, no student loans, no kids, no pets, no weird hobbies. Yet somehow, by the second week of every month, account balance $4,215. And he's out here surviving on ramen, regrets, and reward points. Even his bank sends him notifications like, "Bro, you good?" But Ryan's not lazy. He works hard. He even tries those budget apps. Yet he fails every single month. Why? Because Ryan's missing the golden rules of budgeting. And it took one mysterious envelope to change everything. It all started on a rainy Tuesday. Ryan gets home, soaks his socks in a puddle, yells at the rain like a dramatic movie character, and then he sees an envelope on his doorstep. No return address. No stamp. Just one word written on it. Budget. He opens it. Inside, there's just a note. Follow these 3 rules for 30 days or stay broke forever. The budget phantom. Now, was it his friend playing a prank, his future self? Or just a bored financial advisor doing side quests? Ryan didn't know. But he was desperate. So he decided to play along. Rule number 1 said, split your income like a pizza. 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings. Ryan laughed. If my income's a pizza, I've been eating the toppings first and throwing away the crust. But he gave it a shot. He made a list. Needs, 50%. Rent, groceries, bills, $900. Wants, 30%. Takeout, Netflix, Taco Tuesdays, 1,140. Savings, 20%. Emergency fund, investments, 760. And guess what? He realized he was spending $600 a month on coffee, clothes, and online courses he never finished. Yes, Ryan bought a $200 course titled How to Stop Buying Useless Stuff. Next, the envelope said, every dollar must have a job, even the lazy ones. Ryan was confused. What does that mean? My dollars need resumes now? But this was the legendary rule by Dave Ramsey, zero-based budgeting. You assign every single dollar a place to go: rent, food, fun, future. Until your balance says 0, 0. Not because you're broke, but because you gave every dollar a mission. So Ryan sat down with a notebook, a calculator, and 2 cans of Red Bull. He listed out everything: rent, groceries, gym, gas, savings, emergency fund, even budgeting $20 for impulse snacks. By the end, his money wasn't disappearing. It had a plan. The final rule said, what gets measured gets managed. So Ryan tracked every expense for a week. Day 1, $9.23, breakfast burrito. Day 2, $5.75, fancy latte. Day 3, $13.50, Uber, even though the bus was free. Day 4, $47.88, Amazon order. That week, Ryan realized something huge. Most of his spending was out of boredom, not need. He wasn't hungry, he was just avoiding laundry. By tracking his expenses, he started making conscious choices, not emotional ones. And just like that, he cut his monthly junk spending by over $500. By the end of the month, Ryan had $760 in savings, groceries in the fridge, and still had fun money left. He felt powerful. like a budgeting ninja, like a dude who knew what Roth IRA meant. Then, another envelope arrived. This time it said, "Congratulations, you passed. Most people never do. Still no return address." But inside was a Starbucks gift card with a note. "Budget for it. Don't go wild. The Budget Phantom." Ryan smiled, because now he didn't need a phantom to fix his finances. He had the rules. So what did we learn from Ryan? Rule number 1, split your income. 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings. Rule number 2, give every dollar a job. Rule number 3, track everything. Yes, even the late night fries. These rules aren't complicated, they're just ignored. Until one day you check your balance and say, where did all my money go? So here's your challenge. Try these 3 rules for just 30 days. Who knows? Maybe you will get an envelope too. Or maybe you'll become someone else's budget phantom. Did Ryan's story make you smile, think, or maybe check your bank app? Tell me in the comments. Which of these 3 rules are you going to start with? Like, share, and tag that friend who's always broke by the 5th? And hey, if an envelope shows up on your door tomorrow, open it, because maybe it's time to start budgeting like a boss.